Hello everyone, welcome to the show. Your easy guide to English words you need to know. Let's go exploring far and near.
Welcome to a deep dive into an amazing urban oasis. Today, we are exploring a park that sits right in the middle of a very busy city.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating place. I mean, when you think of a national park, you probably picture wide open spaces.
Right, like grand mountains or deep canyons.
Exactly. But this park is completely different. It is an urban park.
Urban. That means it sits directly inside a major city.
Right. It is surrounded by tall buildings, busy streets, city noise, yet it still offers a really quiet green space for visitors.
We are talking about Gateway Arch National Park. It is located in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we have a great mission for our deep dive today.
We certainly do. We are going to explore the tallest monument in the United States.
The giant, shining Gateway Arch.
Yes. And we will also share plenty of travel skills to help you plan your visit.
Plus, we will teach you some helpful vocabulary and context.
And of course, we will look beyond the beautiful scenery to uncover the very deep history of this land.
Exactly. There is a lot to cover. You will learn exactly what to do, what to avoid, and how to understand the science and the stories of the park.
It is going to be a really fun conversation.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into the most famous part of the park.
The arch itself?
Yes. When you arrive, the first thing you see is the Gateway Arch. It is absolutely huge.
It really is. It reaches so high into the sky.
Right. And the stainless steel makes the arch look incredible on a sunny day.
I can imagine.
Yeah, when the bright sun hits the metal, it glows beautifully against the blue sky.
But even though it looks elegant, it is incredibly heavy.
Very heavy. The arch weighs 43,000 tons.
That is massive. And that brings up a great word for our contextual classroom today.
Oh, I love the contextual classroom. What is the word?
The word is catenary.
Catenary.
Yes. A catenary is a specific mathematical shape.
Okay, how do we picture that?
Well, if you want to understand the shape, just imagine you are holding a heavy metal chain.
A heavy chain, okay.
You hold one end in your left hand and the other end in your right hand.
Got it.
And you let the middle of the chain hang down toward the floor.
So it makes a curve.
Exactly. That natural curve the chain makes is called a catenary.
Oh, I see. And an architect named Eero Saarinen designed the Gateway Arch using this exact concept.
He did. But, he did not want a shape that hung down.
Right, because it has to stand up.
So he used a shape called an inverted weighted catenary.
Inverted. That word simply means upside down.
Right. So he took that hanging chain shape and flipped it upside down.
That makes perfect sense.
He also changed the weight of it. He made the bottom legs much thicker and heavier than the top.
And this is not just a pretty design, is it?
No, not at all. This specific inverted shape makes the structure incredibly strong.
So it can survive bad weather.
Exactly. Because of this design, the arch can withstand very severe weather. It can stand strong in winds blowing up to 150 miles per hour.
Wow. 150 miles per hour. That is faster than the winds in a very strong hurricane.
It is a true marvel of engineering.
It really is. But when you stand at the bottom and look up 630 feet.
You have to wonder how to get up there.
Yes. A very obvious question comes to mind. How do you get to the top?
You certainly cannot walk up stairs that go that high.
Especially inside a curved building?
You are completely right. Visitors actually take a very special tram system to reach the top.
And the story behind this tram is amazing.
It really is. A man named Dick Bowser designed this unique system.
He was asked to solve the problem of getting people up the curved legs of the arch.
And amazingly, he designed the whole tram system in just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. To invent something that had never been built before.
Yeah, 2 weeks. He created a brilliant machine.
How does it work?
Well, it is essentially a mix between a normal elevator and a Ferris wheel.
Okay, an elevator goes straight up and down.
Right.
And a Ferris wheel goes around in a big circle.
Exactly. Dick Bowser had to combine these two ideas.
Because the leg of the arch is curved.
Yes. A normal elevator would just get stuck.
So there are 2 trams, one inside each leg of the arch.
And each tram is made of 8 small cars. We call those cars capsules.
Capsules. And each capsule has 5 small seats inside.
The ride from the bottom to the very top takes exactly 4 minutes.
But during those 4 minutes, something very clever happens.
This brings us to another great word for our contextual classroom.
Oh, what is it?
The word is pivot.
Pivot. To pivot means to turn or rotate from a central point.
Exactly. As the tram goes up the inside of the arch, it has to follow the bending curve of the metal leg.
Okay.
If the capsule stayed totally still, the passengers would slowly fall backward as the track curves.
That would be very uncomfortable.
Very. So to fix this problem, the capsule gently pivots 155 degrees as it climbs.
Ah, so this pivoting motion keeps the passenger sitting up straight for the entire 4-minute ride.
Yes, it is such a unique feeling when you ride it.
And once your 4-minute journey is over, you step out at the very top.
There is a curved observation room up there.
With windows, right.
Yes, it has 32 small windows that you can look out of.
And the view is fantastic.
There are 16 windows facing east.
When you look east, you look directly over the wide, powerful Mississippi River.
You can watch the boats traveling up and down the water.
And then there are 16 windows facing west.
When you look west, you see the beautiful city of St. Louis spread out right below you.
If you visit on a very clear day, you can see up to 30 miles away in every direction.
It is a perfect place to take pictures.
It really is. But before you plan your trip to the top, we need to share some important travel skills.
Right, some practical tips to make your visit easy.
Travel Skills 101. First, you really need to buy your tram tickets early on the internet.
That is a crucial tip.
Yes. In the hot summer months, thousands of people visit the park every day.
And because the tram only holds a small number of people at a time, the tickets sell out very fast.
If you just show up at the park without a ticket, you probably will not be able to ride to the top.
So buy them early online.
Exactly. And here is something else you should be careful about.
The space inside.
Yes. The tram cars are very small. The inside of the capsule is only 5 feet wide.
And the doors you walk through are also very narrow.
If you are a person who is afraid of small, tight spaces, you might find this ride difficult.
Right. Being afraid of small spaces is called claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia.
Yes. If you think you might have claustrophobia, you should test the space first.
How can you test it?
In the visitor lobby at the bottom of the arch, there is an exact replica of a tram car.
Oh, a copy of the car.
Yes. You can open the door and sit inside this replica car before you ever buy a ticket.
That is a very helpful feature. It lets you decide if you feel comfortable enough to sit in that small space.
For the 4-minute ride to the top and the 3-minute ride back down.
Right. Okay, so that is the arch. Now let's look beyond the beautiful scenery of the park.
Yes. Gateway Arch National Park is famous for the giant metal arch. But the park boundary also includes some very important historic buildings.
One of these buildings is called the Old Courthouse.
The Old Courthouse is a stunning building. It was originally completed in 1839.
1839. It features a large, round dome on the top.
If you look at it, you will notice the dome looks very similar to the United States Capitol building in Washington, D.C.
It is a beautiful piece of architecture. But it is not just famous for how it looks.
No. This courthouse is the exact place where an incredibly important legal battle started in American history.
It is a place that holds a lot of heavy, significant history.
This legal battle was a profound fight for freedom. It is the story of a man named Dred Scott and his wife, Harriet.
Dred and Harriet Scott were an enslaved black couple.
Yes. In the year 1846, they went to this exact courthouse in St. Louis and sued for their freedom.
They based their lawsuit on a very specific legal argument.
They had lived with their enslaver in free territory.
Let's explain that word. A territory is a large area of land owned by the United States that is not a state yet.
Right. And in the specific territories where the Scots had lived, the law did not allow slavery.
So because they had lived in those free areas, they argue in court that they were legally free people.
The legal system can be a very slow process.
Yes, this lawsuit was not decided in just a few months. It took 11 long years of fighting in different courts.
Finally, the case went all the way up to the highest court in the country, the United States Supreme Court.
The year was 1857.
We will share the facts of this Supreme Court decision exactly as they are recorded in the historical documents.
On March 6, 1857, Chief Justice Roger B. Taney read the majority opinion of the court.
The Supreme Court ruled that enslaved people were not citizens of the United States.
The ruling stated that because they were not citizens, they could not expect any protection from the federal government or from the courts.
The Supreme Court's opinion also included another major point.
What was that?
It stated that the United States Congress had no authority to ban slavery from a federal territory.
This legal decision had massive consequences for the entire country.
It created deep anger and division.
Historians agree that this specific court decision pushed the nation a big step closer to the American Civil War.
It is a very difficult moment in history. However, it is also vital to know the end of the legal story.
Because this Supreme Court decision did not last forever.
No, it did not. It was eventually overturned.
Overturned. That means it was legally reversed and canceled by a higher authority.
Exactly. It was overturned by the 13th and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution.
These two amendments are incredibly important.
They abolished or permanently ended slavery in the United States.
And they also officially declared that all persons born in the United States are citizens.
This history connects directly to anyone visiting the park.
Yes, it really does.
When you walk into the old courthouse today, you are standing in the exact rooms where this history happened.
You are standing exactly where Dred and Harriet Scott fought for their rights.
It is a very powerful way to reflect on the long and difficult fight for freedom in America.
It really gives you a deeper respect for the ground you are walking on.
Definitely. The park is a mix of modern engineering and deep national history.
And after you visit the old courthouse, you can step back outside and explore the rest of the park grounds.
There is a lot more to do, and much of it is actually underground.
Right underneath the giant gateway arch.
Hidden completely below the green grass, there is a fantastic museum.
It is called the Museum at the Gateway Arch.
It is a massive space. It measures 140,000 square feet.
And here is the best part for anyone traveling on a budget.
It is free?
Yes. The museum is completely free to enter. You do not need to buy a ticket to go inside and explore the exhibits.
You only need a ticket if you want to ride the tram to the top of the arch.
The museum is full of great information.
It teaches visitors all about what St. Louis was like in colonial times.
You could learn about President Thomas Jefferson's vision for the country.
And the early pioneers who traveled west.
There are also really cool exhibits that show exactly how the workers built the arch piece by piece.
But before you go inside, we have another important travel skill to share.
Yes, let's talk about security.
Because this is a national park and a famous monument, the rules are very strict to keep everyone safe.
Everyone who enters the visitor center and the museum must go through an airport-style security check.
This means you will have to walk through a metal detector.
And you will have to put your bags and backpacks on a moving belt to be scanned by an X-ray machine.
During the busy summer months, the security line can get long.
You should expect a 15-minute wait just to get inside the building.
So please plan your schedule with that extra time in mind.
Good tip. And we have another helpful travel skill regarding the weather.
Yes.
We have a great English phrase you can use. The phrase is, beat the heat.
Beat the heat. To beat the heat means to stay cool and safe when the weather outside is very hot.
The city of St. Louis gets extremely hot in the summer. It also gets very humid.
Humid means the air holds a lot of water.
It feels heavy, and it makes you sweat a lot.
So to beat the heat, you must stay hydrated. That means you need to drink plenty of water throughout the day.
You should definitely bring a water bottle with you when you walk around the park.
But remember one very important rule for the underground museum.
Oh, right. You cannot eat food or drink water inside the exhibit areas.
You can drink your water outside on the grass or in the main lobby.
But you must put your bottle away before you go look at the historical displays.
After you finish in the museum, you will want to spend time on the outdoor park grounds.
The park features 62 acres of paved paths and green grass.
Located right next to the Mississippi River, it is a wonderful, relaxing place for a walk.
And here's a fun detail. There are no marked trails.
That is unusual. In many national parks, you have to follow a specific dirt path.
But here, visitors can explore the 62 acres however they like.
You can walk on the paved sidewalks, or you can walk right across the grass in any direction.
Because it is such an open green space, many people like to bring their dogs to the park.
Oh, if you travel with a dog, you need to learn our next contextual classroom lesson.
Which is?
It is the BARK Ranger Rules.
BARK is an acronym. That is a word made from the first letters of a group of words.
Let's go through the letters. The letter B stands for bag your pet's waste.
You must always clean up after your dog to keep the park beautiful for everyone.
The letter A stands for always leash your pet.
You must keep your dog attached to a leash. This keeps your dog safe, and it keeps the other visitors safe.
The letter R stands for respect wildlife.
You should not let your dog bark at or chase the wild animals that live in the park.
And finally, the letter K stands for know where you can go.
Dogs are very welcome on all the outdoor paths and the grass.
However, dogs are not allowed inside any of the buildings.
You cannot bring them into the museum, the arch, or the old courthouse.
Now, you might be surprised to hear us mention wildlife.
After all, we said this park is in the middle of a busy city.
But it is totally true. Even in the city, the park acts as a green refuge for animals.
If you look closely as you walk, you will see many small animals.
You will probably see gray squirrels running up and down the trees.
You might even see wild rabbits hiding in the tall grass.
You will also see many birds. Because St. Louis is right next to a major river, birds love the area.
You will often see large birds called Canada geese walking near the water. They are everywhere in the park.
Speaking of the water and the animals, let's talk about taking photographs.
Everyone who visits wants to take a perfect picture to remember their trip.
We have some excellent photography tips for you.
First, try going to the grand staircase.
These are the large stairs leading down toward the river.
If you take a photo from a very low angle on the stairs looking up at the arch, it creates a very dramatic effect.
It makes the 630-foot arch look absolutely massive against the sky.
Another fantastic spot for photos is near the water features in the park.
There are two ponds, the North Reflection Pond and the South Reflection Pond.
If you stand near the edge of the water, you can capture a picture of the silver arch reflecting perfectly in the still water.
It makes a beautiful image.
But be careful at the ponds, which brings us to our final contextual classroom word.
The word is photobomb.
To photobomb means to unexpectedly jump into the background of someone else's photograph.
Usually it is a funny joke between friends.
But here at the Reflection Ponds, it will not be your friends who photobomb you.
A Canada goose or a duck might photobomb your picture.
The birds love the ponds. They're very comfortable around people.
And they might waddle right into your perfect photo just as you press the button.
It happens all the time. Just smile and enjoy the funny memory.
Well, we have covered a huge amount of wonderful information today.
Let's quickly summarize what makes this park so special.
Gateway Arch National Park is a very unique mix of elements.
It is actually the smallest national park in the entire United States.
But even though it is small in size, it is packed with interesting things to do and see.
It features brilliant modern engineering. The huge stainless steel arch and Dick Bowser's genius tram system are incredible achievements.
It also provides a relaxing green city space where you can take a walk, enjoy nature, and watch the river.
And most importantly, it holds deeply significant American history.
The walls of the old courthouse stand as a reminder of the long struggle for civil rights and freedom in the United States.
Before we finish, we want to leave you with a final provocative thought.
A provocative thought is a deep question for you to think about on your own after you listen.
When you finally visit the park, you will stand at the bottom of the Gateway Arch.
You will look straight up, 630 feet into the sky.
When you do this, you might realize that the arch is a monument that reflects whatever you want to see in it.
What will you see when you look at it?
Is it a memory of the brave pioneers walking west into the unknown territory?
Is it a symbol of the hard, painful fight for equal rights and freedom at the old courthouse?
Or is it simply a marvel of modern math, beautiful geometry, and shining steel standing strong against the wind?
What will this giant gateway represent to you when you finally visit?
It is a wonderful question to ask yourself as you prepare for your trip to St. Louis.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you feel ready, informed, and excited to explore this amazing urban national park. Keep practicing your English, keep exploring the world, and we will see you next time.